Hello everyone!
This is Michal from Should You Play?
And this is Caleb from Should You Play?
And we're usually about free games from Epic.
All the free games!
But this is not the one. This is Aragami 2 that is part of the Game Pass. But it's not free from Epic, so don't misunderstood about that. But we're still going to review because we got it from developers. And this is a game that we wish for to get. So we're gonna see if we like it or not.
Especially because we both really like the Japanese themes. Maybe not Japanese. You like Japanese games. Me not so much. But the theme, the aesthetic of Japan, we both like a lot.
Which goes to the first question, Caleb. Do you think this game is Japanese made or not?
Oh, I didn't check that. But no, I guess it's not Japanese developers.
You are correct.
Because it's kind of it's a caricature of Japan. Yeah.
Because, you got it exactly right. The line works is actually from Barcelona.
Oh.
But I think they did pretty good job on making the lore of Japanese-like. Because, like, if you see some gameplay, you might say, like, this is a Japanese game. It's not. There's a little bit something missing that would be like extra if it was made by Japanese.
Yeah, it would be a bit more complex or something like that.
I think it's complex enough.
Really?
But let's go to what this game is.
We should start with the genre at least.
Stealth game.
Yeah. And I would actually say it's not like promoted as a puzzle game, but I think it's useful to think of it kind of as like a live action puzzler because you have missions.
In
a way, you have multiple ways to complete the mission.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call it puzzler because it's a stealth game. It can be an action game, but it would be really difficult because the action system here, you can't like take out multiple enemies at once.
The melee combat is really, really difficult. Yeah, it really emphasizes staying hidden and staying stealthy. Yeah, but there are times when it feels like all of the NPCs are following the same routes. There are times when I feel like it's designed to think, okay, first I go there, then I kill that person, then I go there. But if I go there first,
but that's all the stealth games, isn't it?
You're making a good point, Michal.
In this stealth game, you can be lethal or non-lethal because you have two options on each enemy. You can either make them unconscious or kill them.
3 options. Or stay away without being detected at all.
Yeah.
Which is probably the hardest one.
If you make them unconscious, they're going to wake up sooner or later. So it's going to be even more difficult.
But what I really like about this game, not getting to should you play it quite yet, but there's a lot of replayability because at the end of the mission, it tells you where you are in the scale of spirit, ghost, and demon. Yeah. And if you manage to completely complete one of those profiles, it means you didn't kill any hostiles is spirit, you were never detected is ghost, or you killed all the hostiles, which is demon.
Maybe not all, but you just slashed through the level.
Well, to get the demon like achievement for each level, you have to kill every character. And I really like that because at the beginning of levels,
you like killing everybody in the level.
I like the different the different achievement options for each level because then at each level I was thinking, okay, this time I would really like to be completely undetected, or this time I did do a few missions trying to kill every single character.
And there's also a lot of collectibles in the mission, so there's a reason to go back into them. But each mission can take you from only even 5 minutes to like 15-20 minutes. So they're not long levels, depending. Like if, as Caleb said, if you want to really play it like stealthy and not kill anyone, it could take you longer.
Or if you're really bad at being stealthy, and you have to do it over and over and over.
But even though this is a stealth game, it's got a kind of like fast action into it because when you jump, you have kind of like a kind of teleportation, or I would call it more like a Spider-Man skill, because you just basically grapple hook, teleport grapple hook to the nearest roof or ledge or something. So it can be really fast. You can be really fast.
This is the fun thing.
And this is really fun. So this is not like slow ninja stealth, but it's super fast. You can like fast kill someone. maybe even 2 prisoners at one time. And there are these skills. There's a big skill tree, and you're gonna acquire points by leveling up, and these points you can spend on different skills.
Which then kind of change the way that you approach the levels, can change your capabilities, change your movement, your ability to kill, combat also.
But also you got special kills, like silencing 2 people at the same time, or like distracting enemies, or many more.
So going through the levels, even though the basic mechanics are pretty similar throughout, the skills actually make it feel a little bit different because there's a lot of levels. There's quite a lot.
There's 51 levels.
51 levels.
But it is only divided, I think, into 9 chapters, because the levels like keep getting the same. They're basically only a certain limitation of number of maps, but in each map you're going to visit several times with a different object.
There are how many? There's like 9 or 10 different maps,
9
right?
maps,
that you keep going back around.
Yeah.
Well, that gives you an idea of what Aragami 2 is. Now, the big question always on this channel is:
should you play it?
Should you indeed? Could I go first?
Yeah.
Because I think I'll be a little bit faster.
Because you concentrated it on single player.
I played it single player.
And I played multiplayer that is able to play with up to 3 players.
And I think it's a very different experience. Let me be quick though. There's a lot of things that I wish this game did better or differently. I think it could be a really great game for me. My own, I lean towards RPGs. I wish that there were more maps. It started to feel a little bit repetitive. I wish that there were more things to discover in the levels. You said there's a lot of collectibles, but not very useful things. I wish that I wish there were more weapons. I wish that the NPCs were smarter, because it seems like if you're just a little bit above them, they can't hear or see anything. If you backstab someone right behind them, they don't hear it. They start to feel a little bit robotic at times. A lot of things like this. But the fact is that I couldn't really stop playing it. So it's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, I would say. But it does it really well, and especially the movement as a ninja. Once you master the controls, you really feel like a ninja. Just whoosh, 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 stab, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. That's what it sounds like too. No, good sound effects. The music and the sound effects are really actually a high point in the game also.
Agree.
So I really got addicted to the gameplay and trying to complete the missions as cleanly as possible. And when I failed one, I really got stuck on that. Oh, I can do it better. I have to try again. So I would say, even if you're not a big fan of stealth games, this would be one to try because it's pretty addictive. It's really engaging. It's simple. There's a lot that they could add to it, but I found it to be really fun. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Well, I think you said it perfectly, because there's different approaches on each level. It's for different kind of gamers, and the action element in it is really fun. It's not realistic ninja simulator, but it's a fun one, and it's going to change a little bit after 40 missions, because there's something new after that. The enemies got suddenly a lot harder. There's a reason for that. I'm not going to spoil anything. And there are even some missions that you have to be not detected. So sometimes it's usually it's optional if you won't be detected or if you kill anyone. But there's like 4 missions that are called ghosts, and you must not be detected. These ones are the hardest, and there are some bosses as well.
And you played most of the game multiplayer, playing together with other players. Like, what was that
multiplayer
like?
is even more fun. It's even faster, but it doesn't kind of make sense for game itself because the difficulty doesn't rise. So it's actually a lot easier with other players, and there's same number of enemies. I think they are really same strong, and it's just got a lot easier.
But were there times when you were just like hiding behind a tree and suddenly it was like, okay, you win?
Well, if you get other guys who are more experienced, they might finish the mission before like you gonna look around. And
I'm not sure I would like that.
Yeah,
I really like the challenge of trying to do it myself.
That's why you should play it with your friends, so you can like really be stealthy and
work together on it. Yeah.
But it's really fun. It's more fun than I expected. I didn't like the game when I looked at the gameplays, and the first one that I think I tried it, I didn't like so much, but this one's really got me. So it's yes for me, of course.
And we have a multiplayer tutorial up on our channel and quite a few walkthroughs for some of the more difficult games.
All the ghost missions.
Yeah.
That's the difficult one.
So let us know in the comments if this looks interesting to you, if you've played Aragami 1, if you're planning to buy this one. And stay tuned.
Or you have it on the Game Pass, so let us know how you actually playing it.
Absolutely, yep. And usually we, as Mikhail said in the beginning, we are covering and reviewing every game that is free from the Epic Game Store. So if you like free games, you should subscribe and stay tuned to this channel.
You got nothing to lose.
Thanks for watching. Hope that was useful.
See you next time.
Bye.
Let's do it. Apple on the sword.
Bisakah